gentlemen, boys, good afternoon and a very warm welcome to what is sure to be another very special Harcourts Rata and Co-Auction number 2, Flag Street in Kingsbury. My name is Robert Ozzimo. I proudly represent the company of Harcourts Rata and Co. I'm joined here today by some of my award-winning team in blue. Should you require their advice throughout today's proceedings, please feel free to approach either Leon Ascaris, Joel Viavatini, Jim Vlahos, Rob Stefanovsky, and of course Mr. Leon Al-Assad, who no doubt you've had the great pleasure of becoming acquainted with throughout the marketing campaign. Boys, let me share with you now the following announcements, which you place out, you better buy with absolute confidence here today. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that are made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prevent an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price as the auctioneer. I'll indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding and provides for fines for such conduct. The rules permit for vendor bids. The words I'll use during the auction to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. Now, buyers, the contract of sale has been on display prior to today's auction. We call for a 10% deposit upon the fall of the hammer and the signing of that contract to take place here today, with the balance to be paid at settlement in a flexible 30 to 90 days time, at which time the vendor will provide the lucky buyer with vacant possession of the property. All in all, quite a straightforward contract. Everything is in here, everything is quite clear. Buyers, it's with my highest recommendation what we offer for your consideration and competition here today, the tightly held suburb of Kingsbury. Rare opportunities indeed to get into this suburb because it is so tightly held, and for good reason. In terms of location, it ticks absolutely every single box. A plethora of shopping options, not far away, of course. We're on the doorstep of Reservoir, Bandura, also easy access to transport, tram 86 providing simple access into the city, and of course great schooling options, both secondary and primary, and of course tertiary education at your doorstep. In terms of investing, look no further than this booming suburb in 2025. So far has been a year of extraordinary growth, and that is set to continue. So the question that I would ask you here today, buyers, is do you act decisively now, get into the market, earn that growth, or do you wait and have to pay it down the track? You've got the opportunity to get the job done, get the sold sticker on the board right here, right now. If you'd like to reserve that right, buyers, where can I see a fair and reasonable starting bid for number 2 Flag Street? Who'd like to start us off? I don't mind the call, buyers. I'm in your hands. Start me where you like. Now, we have a few interested parties here today. This is your moment, your time to decide the strategy to employ. I've had a quick chat with our owners. We're certainly here to sell. If you're here to buy, this is your time. I've had my say. Time for you to now have yours, buyers. Where can I see you start? I don't mind the call. In your hands, as I said, buyers. Who'd like to start us off? Perhaps considering the strategy to employ here today. Start high, start low. You've got an opportunity right now, buyers, to start from a position of strength to show the competition that the keys do belong to you. You've got that chance now, buyers. I don't mind the call. I'm in your hands. Where can I see you start? I'll make it nice and easy then with a vendor bid at 720,000, bottom of the range, and we'll go from there at 720 now. At 720,000 now. At 720,000, bids with me. Opportunity with every single buyer here today. At 720,000. At 720,000 now. Once at 720, you'll be done. At 740 now, welcome, sir. Best of luck at 40. I've got at 740,000. At 740,000, bids there now. 740. At 740, the bid. At 740,000, barely been offered now at 740. At $740,000 the bid. At 60 now, welcome, best of luck at 60 and make it 80 now. At 760,000, 80 got. At 780,000. At 780,000 at 800 Beckers now, sir. Was that a bid, sir? At 780,000, fairly been offered bid there. Back against you, 800 now. At 800,000, even money at that at 8. At 800 the bid, and the bid's there now, 800,000. At 800,000, what do you say, sir? Another 20 will get you on top. At 800,000, fairly been offered. At 800 the bid, bid's there once. At 800,000, opportunity with you twice. At 8. Third, final call, $800,000 the bid. Are we done? I will take 10 if he gets you back involved. Can I say 10 now? At 10 now. At 810,000. And the same courtesy, sir, 10 if you like. At 20 now, at 820,000. 820 the bid. At 820,000, the quick retort. Small bids help the competition come along. Big bids show the competition you're here to buy. At 820,000, bids there in the fence. At 820 the bid. At 820,000. At 820,000 now, fairly been offered. At 820 the bid. For the first call at 820, are we done? Twice at 820,000. Done. Finished. Third. Final call, $820,000 the bid. All done, all finished, silent, out at 820,000. Are we sure, sir, at 820,000? What do you say? At 820 the bid's there. At 5. I guess if you come along, I'll take the 5 at 825. And the same courtesy again at 5, but I dare say now's the time for a big bid if you want to buy. At 825,000, the bid's there. At 35, and that's a great bid there at 35. That's how you buy. Big bids buy property, $835,000 the bid now. At 835, the bid there on the fence with Joel at 835. At 835,000, barely been offered now. 835 the bid. Once at 835, are we done? Twice at 835 the bid. Done. Finished. Third. Final call. $835,000 the bid. All done. All finished. Silent out at 835. Sir, man, can I confirm that bid at 835? Bear with me one moment and to seek some instructions. I'll be back momentarily. Thank you.
We're about to.
Bid, Leon. 840, thank you very much. At 840,000, we are on the market and selling here today, but at 840,000, the keys are here. At 45 now, and welcome back at 50 got. At 850,000. At 850,000 now, fairly been offered. Not going back inside, not seeking any further instructions. I've done that, my instructions are clear. We're on the market, we sell here today. 850,000 bids here, keys are here. In the absence of any further bidding, we'll sell at that. At 850,000, sir, we done over there at 51 now, at 55. At 855, definitely done there. Thank you very much for your bidding at 855 of the bids here. I'll still take the one if it gets you back in front. At 855. At 855,000, you put the hard work in here today. At 60 now. At 860,000. At 860 in the bids, back behind. 860 the bid. At 860,000, fairly been offered now at 860. At 860 the bid now, first call at 860,000. Are we done? At 65, and we're back in at 65. At 865,000 on the market, selling here today. We pay for keeps, bids there, keys are there. 865. Once at 865, are we done? And a half, 865 and a half. At 865 and a half. 66. At 66 now, got them down to $1,500 bids. At 866,000. At 866,000, down to $1,500 bids. This is the time to big bid. If you were big, 67 now, it's 867. 70. At 70 now. At 870,000. Try 75. At 870,000, the bids there now at 877. At 870, rather, at 870,000, bid there. 870, what do you say? 870 the bid. Fairly been offered now at 870,000. Once at 870, done. Twice at 870,000, done, finished. Third, final call, $870,000 the bid. So we're done over there. Thank you very much for your bidding here today. All done, all finished, and a half at 870 and a half. At 870,500 now. What do you say? 870,500. It's a late run, make a count. At 72 now. At 872 the bid. At 872,000, fairly been offered now at 872 the bids there. We're absolutely sure. Can't buy like that, only like this. At 872 we're done. You put in the hard yards here today. I'd hate for you to walk away without the keys. Do we have your absolute best here today at 872? Happy to sell to the highest bidder. Thank you very much for your competitive bidding here today at 872,000. Bids there, keys are there. We sell once at 872, all done. Twice at 872,000, done, finished. Third, final call, $872,000 the bid. All done, all finished. All sold now at 872, done there. We're definitely done here. We're selling, 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 sold. Congratulations and well bid. Please join me congratulating our purchasers and our vendors here today. You've just witnessed another successful Harcourts, Rata and Co auction. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again soon. Thank you.